I want to talk to you in this video about thinking small. Do y'all see this beautiful view? I'm going to put some B-roll on the screen because it looks better than this little angle that I have for y'all. So right now it is Friday morning. I am out here at Colorado Point Park just looking out at this beautiful view and feeling so big, feeling like I am on top of the world, feeling like I can conquer anything because this is what I started my morning with. Like, this is so crazy. Everybody that was on the road, I figured that like maybe they're going to work, and here I am just enjoying the scenery. And this is how I want to be able to live my life every single day, waking up and deciding instead of clocking in and going to work, I want to maybe go on a hike, maybe go to a body of water, to the beach, and go for a morning swim, even though it'll be freezing cold probably. But freedom like this, if you want freedom like this can only come from you changing your mindset from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset, even if you don't see it yet. Hi, my name is Shanice. I am your internet healing bestie, here to bring you all things self-love, self-growth, mindset change, and healing overall, rooted in faith. If that is something that you're into, go ahead and go ahead and subscribe, and go ahead and comment down below a dream that you have that is so big it scares you but excites you at the same time. A dream that I have that is so big that scares me but excites me at the same time is becoming a motivational speaker and speaking over a room of 5,000 people. That is a dream that I have. Like, I think I could do it because 5,000 people can see this video right now, but really I'm all by myself out here. But it's something that scares me and it excites me. And it's just a big dream that I have. And I say big that scares you and excites you because 9 times out of 10, if your dream doesn't scare you, it's likely too small. It's likely too small. So let's go ahead and get into the video. And let me tell you the truth about thinking small. Thinking small is something that is learned. It is not a natural thing by far. Think about it. When you were a kid, you thought the sky was not even the limit. You thought beyond the sky. The sky was like the baseline. The sky was the bottom line from the limit, and then above the sky, the limit was endless. When we were kids, we were so creative. We was like, we want to be an astronaut, we want to be a firefighter, we want to be a doctor, we want to be a TV show host, we want to be everything. The number one dream career these days is being a content creator and YouTuber. I wanted to be a content creator and YouTuber when I was young, but guess what? People told me I couldn't. I learned to think small about that. People told me, you can't do that for a job. You're not going to make money. Because back then, YouTubers weren't really making money. Look at them now. They're making money and still making videos. I could have been one of them. But that's not the point. That's not the point. Okay. The point is, we need to go back to our childlike selves. Thinking like a child is going to put you in a place of abundance. It's going to put you in a place of being able to do stuff like this because you are going after your dreams. And if there's one thing I could tell you about God, God feeds into dreams. God invests in our dreams and who we want to be. As long as we're glorifying his kingdom, and I do believe me making these videos and speaking to people and women and everything like that is, spreading his word and glorifying his kingdom. I heard this quote the other day that was like, if you want to make it in any industry, specifically a creative industry, create like a child, edit like a pro. Create like a child, edit like a pro. Edit like you are getting paid $1 million to edit, but create like a child. Create like you just want to have fun, and that is what is going to get people's attention. As a child, we thought big. Okay, there was no limit to our imagination. But as an adult or as we got older, we started to think small because of things that we were told, because of the people around us that we seen that weren't living the life that we maybe dreamed of living when we were kids. So we just thought that was normal, because of just all these outside circumstances that has nothing to do with you, but now has everything to do with you. And I want to tell you something, that you can control your thoughts. You can change your thinking of, I can't do this, So right now, I want you to go ahead and put in the comments that dream that I told you in the beginning. Go ahead and put in the comments if you haven't put it in the comments. And under that comment, if you did put in the comments, I want you to write what would be the first step to reaching that dream. So my dream, speaking in front of 5,000 people. My first step is making these videos and making myself visible. If you want to become big, you have to become visible. And that is just a sacrifice you're going to have to make. Let's talk about the cost that it takes to stop thinking small and thinking big and having that dream life of yours. Visibility. Nobody's going to know who you are, what you do, if you don't become visible. I'm not saying that you want to be an actor, you have to push yourself in front of the TV screen or even do what I'm doing right now, but you do have to get out there and connect with people. You have to get out there and show the work that you do. You have to start posting about the work that you do. Okay, in order for you to go after the dream that you have. Now, if you have a dream that doesn't really involve, like you want to be an artist or whatever, but you don't care to be seen, you don't have to be seen, but you do have to post your artwork. Because if you want to get paid for your little sculptures or your paintings, how are you going to get paid when nobody knows what you do? The cost is also saying no to the fun stuff, saying no to going out, having drinks, going to places that don't serve your immediate purpose, that don't serve that big dream. That is a cost that you're going to have to give up. For me, it's easy. I'm antisocial. I don't really talk to anybody. I go to church, I go home, I talk to my family and stuff like that. And otherwise, it's easy for me to be able to create these videos. Nobody's asking me to go out. I am a woman of God. I do not drink. I don't care about going clubbing or anything like that. I would rather sit by myself anyways and enjoy a beautiful view like this that makes me feel like I'm on top of the world. So cost is fun. You're going to have to say no. Your life is going to be boring. It's going to be repetitive for a while. Maybe you go to work 9 to 5. When you get off, you dedicate 2 hours, 6 to 7 to your craft in order for you to be seen, okay? And that's just going to have to be your life for a minute. Discipline. Okay, you can't just sit on your butt and do absolutely nothing. You can't become a couch potato if you're going to go after your dream. You have to stop thinking small. You have to start asking yourself, who better than me to do the thing that I want to do? Who better than you? Who is going to do it for you? Nobody's going to do it for you. Let me tell you that. That's a question that I've been asking myself. Who better than you? Okay. I want you to put down below, who better than me? Who better than me? And then genuinely answer the question, who better than you? And I could say, who better than me to be a motivational speaker in a room of 5,000 people? A lot of people. But who better than me to bring the experience that I have to motivate those people? Nobody. You're the only person in the world, in the universe, that has the experience you have. And I know there is this thing of we all have like gathered experiences, like people like, closing the refrigerator to see if the light turns off. That is a shared experience that we all had as a child, or whatever the case may be. We did grow up similar in some spaces or whatever, but you still have a unique ability to relate to people on different levels than maybe the next person has. So who better than you? I need you to be disciplined and go after that dream that you want. And I need you to stop thinking small about it. So cost, visibility, fun, and discipline. You have to have discipline. You have to get rid of fun, and you have to be okay with being visible. Now, when it actually comes to you visualizing this big life for yourself, I want you to create an alter ego, and I want you to get a fresh journal. So, something that I want you to do, and something that I have been doing, is I write as my future self. I have this journal that just has a lot of log entries a year in advance, acting as my future self, visualizing what would life look like a year from now. And then I write it down as I was in the future a year from now, and I would go as detailed as possible. So today is what, October 10th, October 11th, and so I will write October 11th, 2026. Today has been a beautiful start. I woke up and was able to just stretch and just sit on my bed for a moment and soak in all of God's good graces that he has blessed me with in my own apartment on my king size bed. And I was able to make my bed and get out of bed and put on this really cute workout set, wash my face, and go out on a run, and then go to the gym and come back and be able to take my daughter to school and come back home and just have a nice bath, have a really good slow morning. And I'm just so grateful that I'm able to have this slow morning. I lit a candle and it smelled so good, and I listened to this really good podcast, and then I started preparing breakfast for the day. I had eggs and bacon and a little protein yogurt with granola. You see how detailed I am getting into it? It's because if you are not detailed, you cannot visualize. If you are not detailed in what you're writing, you cannot visualize. But that helps me put myself in a higher frequency to start the day. And I'm not saying you have to do this at the start of the day. Sometimes I do it midday, sometimes I do it in the afternoon, or sometimes I do it right before I go to bed to help me dream about it. But it helps you see the person that you want to be. It helps you map out where you want to go. Now, the other thing that's going to help get you out that lack mindset, that's going to help you stop thinking small, that's going to help you visualize bigger for yourself, is doing things like this, is making time for yourself to do things like this. Or it doesn't even have to be on this big of a scale. Doing things like going to maybe like a beautiful coffee shop that is just a little bit out your budget, but you can afford it this one time. And so you just go there and you're like, okay, I'm going to splurge on this thing, on this coffee shop or whatever, getting some pastries, some fancy little pastries, and I'm going to soak it all in, because that is what you want to do on a regular basis. That is also going to help you manifest. That's also going to help you visualize. Another thing is like just doing what you want to do as your future self, but now on maybe a smaller scale. You can't afford a Mercedes, but what you can do is go to Mercedes Benz dealership and just browse. You don't even have to go in the building. They have cars on display outside. So just doing things that brings you outside of your comfort zone, brings you, that scares you just a little bit, but makes you excited for the future. Doing those little things are going to help you rewire your brain. Like, oh, there are people that are actually in Mercedes Benz to buy a car. There are people in this coffee shop that comes to this coffee shop every single day. There are people that I seen running on this trail here that see this view every single day because they're not in a rush to get to work. They might have the freedom, they might not have the freedom. Maybe they just, their work schedules later on in the day or whatever. But they get to see this view. I don't get to see this view every day, unfortunately, but it is something that I did because I was like, I want to be able to see this view every single day. So I'm going to place myself here now so I can start connecting to my higher self. So I can start being like, okay, this is not impossible, because it's not impossible. The thing that says impossible just means I'm possible, and you are possible and you can do it. And so as I wrap up this video, I just want to remind you that you are big. Just like my last video, you are a threat, and you thinking small is your fear, your anxiety, your doubts. That is from the enemy. You should not believe it. God says in Romans 12:2 that we need to renew our mind daily. Okay? That means pick up a book. That means watch a podcast. That means watch my videos. Renew your mind daily. Remind yourself of your big dream. Remind yourself of your why. Go after it, because it is possible. Anything that you want to do, someone has likely already done it. And if they haven't, then why not you? Who better than you to do it? Exactly. Okay, no one. I just want to remind you that this can be you. This can be me more often, whenever I achieve the big dream. But this can be you. You can decide what you want your schedules to be like. You can have slow mornings. You can go after that big dream. You can speak in front of thousands of people. You can sell your artwork and make a living off of it. You can do what you set your mind to. And it's all up here. Do not believe in what people tell you could do, because, and another good quote from you, I forgot who it's from, but people want to see you fail because it justifies the actions they decided not to take. People want to see you fail because it justifies the actions they decide not to take. Okay? So you go after it. You achieve it. And remember, if you fail, don't get discouraged because they're laughing at you or whatever, because remember, they probably also wanted to do the same thing. And remember that failure is just a learning curve. Failure is our teacher. Failure is not really a fail. Failure is a lesson, and it teaches us what not to do the next time. So you got this, bestie. I believe in you. We got this together. And yeah, Come back next time. Let's have a little chit chat. Go ahead and put in the comments anything that you want to know about self love, self growth, mindset change, or healing in general. I am still going through the process of healing. It is a journey. There is no destination to this process of learning or healing and mindset change, but it is something that we have to do daily. So, yeah, much love, Shanice.